Hari Om dear students, welcome to our class. Now we are going to start a poem by the title The Kite. The title itself is very interesting, isn't it? All of you like kites. I hope so. Do you like kites? Yeah, I know that most of you like kites very well, and we all love even flying kites, especially during the time of Pongal, isn't it? Even we do have kite festival in our school at the time of Pongal celebrations, isn't it, children? So now we are going to start the poem, The Kite. So before starting the poem, children, do read the poem twice and then continue this class. Okay, children? Hope you will do it. Before getting into the poem, children, let us know about the poet of this poem. Because before knowing anything, first we should know about the writer of that particular poem or lesson who had written it. We have already discussed about this. Why should we know about a poet and the author? Okay, so the poet of this poem is Harry Van. So who is the poet here? Harry Van, and you can see the picture of our poet Harry Van here. He is the poet of our poem, a lovely poem, The Kite. Okay, children, and let us know about our poet. So our poet Harry Van. Hope you can pronounce it. Pronounce with me, children. What is the poet of? Who is the poet? Harry Van. Okay, Harry Van. So Harry Van was born on 24th September 1898. So when was he born? He was born on September 24th of 1898, and he was an American screenwriter and as well as children's author. What do you mean by screenwriter, children? He used to write scripts for movies also. So he was not only a children's author but also a screenwriter, and he was involved in writing scenes and continuities for a number of screenplays, including the war film The Big Parade in 1925 and Hell's Angel. Yeah, as I have already told you that he is not only a writer of like stories or poets, he also used to write scripts or the stories for movies. And here he had written scripts or the writing scenes for the movie called A Big Parade in 1925. It is totally about a war, what had happened during the war and after the war, and also another movie, Hell's Angels. And he was graduated from Harvard University in 1922 about filmography. So he studied filmography, and you can say that he is a good writer and as well as a best screenplay or a screenwriter also. So children, hope you have understood it. So who is our poet here? Harry Van is our poet, and here is a picture of our poet Harry Van, and he was born on 24th September in 1898. He was an American screenwriter and as well as a children's author, and he not only have written this story for the poem but also he had written many screenplays for the movies, just like A Big Parade in 1925 and also Hell's Angels. And he was graduated from Harvard University of 1922, and he got degree of filmography there. Okay, children? Yeah. Yeah. Before entering into the poem, children, let me ask you a few questions. Do you know how to make kites? Or you just go to shop and purchase the kites and fly it? Hope most of you know how to make kites, isn't it? Yeah, you know how to make. So how do you make kites? You take a good colorful or different papers, and then you'll make a tile, and then you attach it and you tie a huge or a long string or the thread, and then you try to fly, isn't it? So hope you all know how to make a kite and how to fly the kite, and I know that you also you would like to play with the kites, isn't it? Am I right, children? So now let us get into our poem here. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's new. With a dive and a dip, it snaps its tail, then soars like a ship with only a sail. So children, see a beautiful kite here. How is it? It's really beautiful and it is flying in the sky. Where is it flying? It is flying in the sky. And how is it flying? It is flying bright. How is it flying? Bright on the blue. Blue in the sense what here, children? Blue in the sense it is the sky. See, I have given you here the meanings also. Blue in the sense it's a color, but here it is used for the clear sky without clouds. So if you see the whole sky here, can you find any clouds in the sky? No, isn't it? So it is just blue. That means a clear sky. So how bright the kite is on the blue sky, clear sky. Is a kite when it's new? With a dive and dip. So kite, when it is new, definitely it looks very beautiful and it sails in the sense it flies with a dive and dip. What do you mean by dive and dip, children? See, I have given you here the meaning. Dive and dip in the sense to go into water with the force and softness together. Just to dive in the sense to get into the water and again to just come out of the water. So it will be getting into the water and coming up. So in this way, the same way, dive and dips actually we use this word for the vehicles or the fishes in water. In the same way here, the kite also is flying just like a dive and dip. Sometimes it is falling, again it is rising, again it is falling. In this way, we are just playing with the kite in the sky, which is very new. How the kite is here, it's very new and it is sailing with a dive and dip. It snaps its tail. What do you mean by snap? Cracking sound. See, I have given you the meaning here. Cracking sound. So it is making a cracking sound. The tail, when it is long, not definitely when it flies in the sky, it makes a lot of sound, isn't it? So when the kite is flying, it is diving and dipping, and also it's making a sound with its tail. Then soars like a ship with only a sail. So how it is moving? It is moving like a ship on the water. Hope you might have seen a ship on the water, no? So how the ship moves on the water? It just dips and again dives, dips, dives, and also makes some noise. So in the same way here, the beautiful kite in the sky, in the clear sky, it is making a sound with its tail and it is diving and dipping. So with the dive and dip, it is flying in the sky. Okay, children, hope you have understood. So the beautiful kite is flying in the clear sky with a dive and dip and making a sound with its tail just like a ship in the water. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. As over tides of wind it rides, climbs to the crest of a gust and pulls, then seems to rest as wind falls. So children here, as over tides. What do you mean by tides? You all know, tide of water at the seashore. So the water will be rising and falling, isn't it? See, I have given the meaning here. Tides in the sense water rising and falling waves, isn't it? Many waves come to ashore of the sea, and those we call it as tides. So as the tides of the wind it rides, so it how the tides move in the same way here, the kite rides over the wind. Riding in the sense, you know how you go on a bike, in the same way here it rides over the wind and climbs to the crest, climbs to the crest. What do you mean by crest? Hope you know what do you mean by climb. Climb in the sense go up. I have given you the meaning here. Go up. So the kite climbs, like it goes up to the crest. What do you mean by crest here, children? Top of the mountain. See, I have given you the meaning here. Mountain top, or a tuft of feathers on the head of a bird or animal. So here we can say the mountain top. So here it climbs to the crest. It just reaches to the top of the mountain. So here the kite, it just rides over the winds and reaches to the crest of the mountain. Sorry, it climbs to the crest of a gust and pulls, then seems to rest as wind falls. So it just goes high and high out of a gust and pulls. Though we are pulling, though a lot of obstacles are coming, it flies and it reaches to the top of the mountain, and there it seems to be taken rest as the wind falls. Whenever the wind falls, automatically it stops and it seems to be taking rest. See children, when you want to fly kite, what do you need first? You need a good wind, isn't it? Without wind you can't fly the kite. So when there is no wind, the kite seems to be taking a rest here. So when there is a good wind, it rides over the wind and climbs to the crest of a gust and pulls. Though we pull and many obstacles comes, it just goes up and it reaches to the top of the mountain. And when there is no wind, as wind falls, that means when there is no wind, it seems to be taking a rest. The kite might be taking a rest. Okay. When string goes slack, you wind it back and run until a new breeze blows and its wings fill and up it goes. So children, we all know that if you want to fly a kite, what do you need? You need a string also. Along with the wind, along with the kite, you need a string. What do you mean by string here? Thread, isn't it? So when the string goes slack, slack in the sense loose. See, I have given you the meaning here. What do you mean by slack? Loose. So when the string is loose, what you will do? You wind it back. Wind in the sense not the air here, children. You wind it. That means you will take it back. You just turn it back. You'll just drag it back. You wind it back. In the sense you will take it back and run until a new breeze blows. So you'll be waiting until the new breeze comes, because to fly a kite you need a very good wind, isn't it? So you'll be waiting until the new breeze blows and its wings fill and up it goes. So as soon as the new breeze or the new wind comes, what will happen? Again the wings of the kite, see here, beautiful wings I have shown here. So the new breeze, when it comes, this kite, it will again fly high because its wings are filled with air. So its wings are filled with air and it goes higher and higher into the sky. Okay children, so when the string is loose, automatically when the thread is loose, we'll take back this kite and we'll wait for a good breeze to blow on. When the good breeze or the wind comes, automatically we will just send the kite into the sky so that its wings will be with a full of wind and it flies high in the sky. So this is how we play with the kites, isn't it, children? Yeah. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's new, but a raggeder thing you never will see when it flaps on a string in the top of a tree. So when it is new, children, when the kite is new, when the kite is bright, it looks very beautiful, isn't it? How bright on the blue, how beautiful the new kite is on the clear sky is a kite when it is new. So generally when something is new, it looks very bright and beautiful. In the same way here, when this kite is new, it is looking very beautiful and bright in the clear sky. Blue in the sense here, clear sky. But a raggeder thing you never will see when it flaps on a string in the top of a tree. So the most disastrous thing or the most sad thing here is that you never will see when it flaps on a string. See, on the top of the tree, what will happen? Sometimes when you are flying, the string gets stuck into one of the branches of the tree, isn't it? When it flaps on a string in the top of the tree. So the top of the tree, when the string gets flapped, when string or the thread gets stuck in the top of the tree, what will happen? You can't again see that beautiful kite again. So that's it. The kite will be spoiled. So in here, how beautiful it was in the beginning. It was very beautiful. It was really new and flying high in the sky and reaching the top of the mountains, and it is diving and dipping. But at the end, when it is caught on the top of a tree, when the string was caught to the branches, it looked raggeder thing, like it looked like almost torn, raggeder thing in the sense it is almost torn into pieces and not in a good shape. So when a kite is not in a good proper shape, can we fly it? Definitely we can fly it, my children. Yeah, you know it very well. Yeah. Here is a summary of the poem, children. A kite looks bright on a clear sky when it flies for the first time. So how the kite is looking when it is flying for the first time in the clear sky, children? It is looking very bright. How is it looking? It is looking very bright when it is on the clear sky and when it is flying for the first time, and it moves with a softness and force together at the same time to fly, makes its tail to create a cracking sound in the air. So it is moving with a softness and lot of a force. Without force, kites can fly in the sky. Definitely, kites cannot fly in the sky without any force. So with a lot of force and softness, it is flying in the sky, and at the same time it is making a cracking sound in the air with its tail. With what it is making noise, children? With its tail, it is making a cracking sound in the air. And such moves help it to float in the sky, just waves rising and falling with a sudden blow of wind. It goes up to the highest point in the sky in a wavy manner, the way a ship moves on the ocean. See, children, here, when the kite is flying high with its tail, when it is snapping and when it is making a lot of sound, okay, cracking sound, because of that movement of the tail itself, the tail was this kite was able to fly high in the sky. Because of that, let us say if there is no tail or a small tail is there to a kite, can it fly high, children? Probably not. Am I right? So with that force and without some movement of the tail, it can float in the sky. Here, float in the sense, why float? Here we are, as the poet, he is comparing the kite with the shape. I have given you here the word float, but you can even say fly in the sky, just as waves rising and falling in the sea. How the waves comes in the sea, in the same way how ship floats on the sea, in the same way here the kite flies in the sky. That's why here the word float is given. Okay. But as soon as the wind shows down, it seems as if it has stepped there at rest. So when it has gone on top of the mountain or to the some lot of a height, immediately, let us say there is no wind, what will be seen? It seems just like no, it is taking rest. When there is no wind, it can't fly. So it seems to be taking rest somewhere in the sky itself, or sometimes it may also fall down. When the thread tied to the kite loosens, the flyer runs and rolls it back. So till the thread is tied and stiff, you can fly the sky. But once it is loose, what will happen? It will be rolling back, or it will be coming back. And he waits till a new breeze blows on. Here he, in the sense, fly, sorry, kite will be waiting for the new breeze to blow again, and it fills its wings with the air again and help to fly again. So it will be, the moment the string is loose, it will come back and it will wait for the good or proper wind to blow on. The moment the proper breeze or wind comes again, it tries to fly high in the sky. So in this way, till the kite was in a good position, it comes down, again it goes up, it comes down and it goes up. But once it is caught in the trees or branches of the trees or any poles, the moment it is stuck, it will be torn, isn't it? So a kite looks very bright and beautiful on the clear sky, but when it gets struck on a tree top, it gets torn and gives a far worn out look, which is not liked by anyone. So until if the kite was in a proper position and it is in good condition, it flies high and it comes back, and when again the air blows, it goes up. But once if it is caught to the top of the tree or any poles or any building, what will happen? It gets torn and gives a worn out look. So almost looks very what do we call, old or worn out, shady or a dull look it will be given, which no one likes. Till then it was new and it was flying high, everyone likes it. The moment it is torn, it is giving a bad look or it is dull, no one likes it, isn't it, children? Even when your own kite, it is stuck in the tree or it is torn out or it is faded, what do? You just put it aside and try to go for a new kite, isn't it? So in the same way here, the moment the kite is stuck in the tree or the top of the mountain, it gets torn and it gives a pearl or worn out look which no one likes. So here this is the poem of the kite. Hope you have understood it, children. Hope you have understood this poem, children. If you have any doubts, please contact us so that we can rectify your doubts. And also, we will be sending you a worksheet based on the textual exercises and question and answers of this poem. And meanwhile, you read the poem twice and try to underline the rhyming words of this poem and do write meanings and rhyming words in your classwork. Okay, children? Hari Om. Thank you.